guys, welcome back. It's your girl Estelle, and today I've got a perfect recipe to share with you, and that is my Jamaican goat meat curry. You can't go wrong with a classic Jamaican goat meat curry, which is the perfect blend of meaty richness simmered with vegetables and warming spices. I am keeping today's recipe pretty close to the traditional Jamaican version. Now, I have made a lot of goat meat curry in the past, but this is the best goat meat curry I have ever had. So let me show you how to make it. So guys, for the make of today's dish, I'm going to start by chopping 1 red onion, 1 yellow and green bell pepper, 1 fresh tomatoes, 2 spring onions, and finally 2 tablespoons of ginger chopped.
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah.
Next, it's time to start our marinade, and these are the seasoning I will be using for today's dish. So in my mixing bowl, I've got 2.5 pounds of goat meat or 1.5 kilogram of goat meat. To that, I'm going to start by adding some salt to taste, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1 tablespoon of grounded black pepper, 1 tablespoon of jack seasoning, which is optional, 1 tablespoon of my homemade Scotch Bonnet Pepper sauce, which I will link the video for your information in case you want to have a look to see how I've made it, and finally 2 tablespoons of curry powder and some fresh thyme.
Savannah, we'll never be alone, Savannah. Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop.
Add a bit of oil because you always need fat in the marinade to help the meat retain moisture as it cooks. Next, give it a good mix. Then add in the chopped vegetables and repeat the same process until it's well coated.
Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk, Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land.
Once it is, add a bit of some more fresh thyme along with the 3 Scotch Bonnet Pepper. This part looks like I'm decorating the meat, but it's not the case. By adding a bit of fresh thyme and some of your Scotch Bonnet Pepper on top, this would infuse your meat and generate even more fresher taste when it's cooked. Trust me. Then cover it and let it marinate depending on the amount of hours you want it. The longer the better. I marinated mine for overnight.
24 hours later.
After the meat has marinated, remove it from the fridge. Then before you give it a mix, remove the fresh thyme and the Scotch Bonnet Pepper, as we are going to use it for later. Then give it a quick mix. Then set it aside for about 5 to 10 minutes to help remove the chill out of the meat before taking it for cooking. Next, we are going to start cooking. Add some oil along with 1 tablespoon of curry powder and keep stirring until caramelized. Once your curry begins to look caramelized, add in your meat and keep stirring until your meat begins to look like a stew. Then add in some water just to cover the meat and cover it and cook until the meat is almost cooked. Next, we are going to check our stew. So at this stage, our stew is almost done. As you can see, the meat is breaking so easily. So go ahead and add in your potatoes, some of the fresh thymes we removed earlier on, and some of the Scotch Bonnet Pepper. I'm also going to add some bay leaves, which I didn't mention at the beginning of the video because this is a secret ingredient for me in all my dishes. I noticed that by adding some of the bay leaves in any dish, such as stew or soup, it gives you that extra flavor, which I love. Guys, try this and you would love it, especially with this particular stew. I've done it many times and add the bay leaf at the end and the flavor is outstanding and delicious. Next, it's time to check our stew and look at how creamy this stew looks. As you can see, the meat is falling off the bone. Wow, wow, wow. I'm telling you, the smell is amazing. And the potatoes is breaking so easily. I'm gonna enjoy this with my family. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to like the video, share with your families and friends. And if you are new to my channel, if this is your first time watching my video, thank you so much for tuning up. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your families and friends, and also follow me on my social media such as my Facebook page. The name is Cook with Estelle. Last week I made a mistake, I said Cooking with Estelle, but it's not that. If you want to follow me on my Facebook page, is Cook with Estelle, and on my Instagram is Cooking with Estelle. So guys, until then, I will catch up with you in my next video. Bye.